guys, what's up? Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 5. I figured I would start off this video doing my everyday makeup routine. I've been looking a little crusty lately in the vlogs, like for the past couple days, just because I'm home. But I figured, you know, today's Sunday, might as well just throw in a little bit of makeup, do my hair a little bit. And I know I had posted a video beginning of quarantine on my makeup routine, or yeah, my everyday makeup routine, but it's kind of changed since, I believe. Not too much, but it kind of has. I kind of changed a little bit of products here and there since my last everyday makeup routine, so I figured I'd show you guys the products that I've been loving. And yeah, let's just get right into it. I already moisturized and I put sunblock on my face, or sunscreen. I've used the e.l.f. hydrating facial lotion for my moisturizer during the day, and I use the First Aid Beauty sunscreen lotion. I mentioned it previously in my skincare by Hyram recommendation video. I absolutely love that sunscreen. It gives you like a nice little tint where it's not like a BB cream or a CC cream or anything like that. It just kind of evens out your skin tone, so if you feel like you have any like unevenness or discoloration, it kind of just blends that all in together, which I really like. So I start off with that always. Next, I go in with a lip balm, and I absolutely love Blistex. This is the one I use specifically. I feel like it really does keep my lips hydrated and keeps them from being chapped. After I already put my moisturizer, my sunscreen, my lip balm, all that, I go in with my primer, and I have been using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This stuff has lasted me a good amount of months. Oh my gosh, I swear I've been having brain farts left and right, you guys. I cannot get my words out. But yeah, I have been loving the e.l.f. Putty Primer. It has easily become my favorite primer. It really does help your makeup stick, and it lasts a really long time. I believe I've had this primer for about like 4 or 5 months now, and this is how much I have left in the container. It's a pretty good amount left, and a little goes a long way with this primer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little bit, and I usually just take about this much, like a little finger scoop, and I apply it all over my face. I'm like that type of person that applies primer like a lotion. I don't just apply it in a problem area. I really like just applying my primer everywhere, especially with this putty primer. It really does feel like a lotion, and it doesn't feel like greasy or oily. It's honestly one of the best primers I've used in a long time. So once I've applied my primer and all that, I am going to go in with my foundation, and I'm going to zoom you guys in a little closer for this part. There we go. Okay, now that you guys are all zoomed in and up close and personal to my face, I am going to go in with my foundation, and I have been using the Fit Me by Maybelline. I have used this foundation for years. It is hands down one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I feel like it always gives me like the cleanest application. It always makes my skin look really even and flawless. I go in with the normal to oily one, and it's in Warm Nude. So I get the number 128. Warm Nude. Now, I did not know that you can get the Fit Me foundation in a bag like this, and I found it on Amazon, and I was so shocked to see foundation come like this, because I always feel like in the bottles, I wish I had a bottle. Okay, like for instance, like a bottle like this, you have so much like product left over in the bottle that you can't usually just scrape out. But when it's a pouch like this, you're able to squeeze out every last drop of your foundation, so it's more bang for your buck, I think. I thought this is one of the like greatest discoveries that I have ever like figured out. Everybody needs to get their foundation in a pouch like this. The brush I use for my foundation is just this Wet n Wild flat top brush. I feel like it always gives me the best application, and I think I got this at the dollar store, because the dollar store near me does sell Wet n Wild brushes. So if you have a dollar store by you, I definitely recommend that you go and check it out to see if they do carry Wet n Wild brushes, because this was only $1, and I use it all the time for my foundation. So I'm just gonna apply it like so. And I only put like a little drop on top of my brush and I just work with that. And another great thing about this pouch is that it's just like an easy application onto your brush, and I feel like it's not even a mess. Like, you don't even have to pour the foundation on the back of your hand. You can just squeeze it onto the top of your brush. Like, there's no how do I say it, like, you're not using, like, okay, this is, I'm more of a visual learner, you guys, so I'm sorry, bear with me when I'm trying to explain things. So what I'm trying to say is, like, less cross-contamination, I guess you could say. Like, you won't get as much bacteria, like, you're not spreading bacteria all over. Where, like, if you were to use one of these applicators and, like, apply it to your face and then put it back into the foundation, you're more likely to get breakouts because you're keeping that bacteria. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but you guys get what I mean. My foundation, I then go in with my concealer, and my favorite concealer at the moment is the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. I'm almost out of it, actually. I'm like scraping the bits of it, but yeah, I just apply it like this, like crazy, because I do have really bad eye bags, so I just go in crazy with my concealer. I'm just gonna get my mirror right here so I can see what where I'm actually applying my concealer. But yeah, I just put it everywhere. I don't have a specific technique when it comes to applying foundation, or not foundation, concealer. Like, I remember there was like a lot of trends going on like that, like where you apply it in the corner and then like right here. But I just kind of apply it wherever I feel like I need to. I don't really apply it anywhere around my face unless I have breakouts. I also don't get super light mascara. Gosh, mascara, girl, what are you talking about? I don't get super light concealer. I know some people like to get super light concealer, like it's concealer that's almost 10 shades lighter than their actual skin tone, but I prefer just getting a concealer closer to my skin tone. I don't know, maybe I just don't know how to apply lighter concealer under my eye, because every time I would do it, like when I would take a picture, like the flashback would be so bad. Is that what it's called, flashback? Where you can see like your actual under, like you can see the outline of your concealer and all that. It just looks so tacky and wrong. So I was like, oh no, we're just gonna stick to the concealer that's closer to our skin tone. But yeah, it's just not for me. Maybe I need to practice a little bit more, but in all my years of doing makeup on myself, I have never liked that look personally. But anyway, besides that, after I apply my concealer, this is one thing that I do is that I let my concealer sit. I don't blend it in right away. I let it sit for a while. I wait for it to get like a little tacky, I guess. But I don't know who I learned it from, but basically, I guess what this does is it just doesn't, it keeps your concealer from moving around too much. It'll just adhere to the one place that you applied your concealer instead of having your concealer like smudge around everywhere else except the problem area you placed it on. And I feel like it works really well for me. Voila. And I've been doing it ever since I discovered this technique. And I think it's such a great technique when it comes to applying concealer. So after I've applied my foundation and my concealer, I'm going to go in with bronzer. I always do my eyebrows last because I go in ham with my bronzer, and I always feel like I mess up my eyebrows when I'm applying my bronzer everywhere. The bronzer I use is from Shop Miss A, and it's a good bronzer, but it's my like it's my backup bronzer that I use if like I run out of my favorite one, which is the e.l.f. bronzer. And I'm gonna try and find it because I don't think I've ever seen it online anywhere. I've only found it in stores, but if I do find it online, I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below. bronzer is applied, I'm gonna go in with my blush, and my blush is from Tarte, and it's this really pretty like peachy blush. It's the name Achote, I think that's how you say it. I just use my bronzer brush to apply this blush. It's kind of a tongue twister, but yeah, I just use my bronzer brush to apply it just because I feel like it's the same thing. And I've been starting to put like a little bit of a little bit of blush on the tip of my nose. I feel like that's a new thing to do. So I started doing that, and I think it's like really cute. Next is gonna be brows. I go in with this off-brand like brow pencil. I don't know if you guys could see the name. If I didn't have this, I would just use black eyeshadow. I'm not really too high maintenance when it comes to the products I use for my brows. I just never have been. I'm not the biggest fan of the Anastasia like brow stuff, but maybe I just never found the right product for me. My favorite thing to do is just get a black eyeshadow and fill in my brows, and then put clear mascara and call it a day. I never really got into the dramatics of doing my brows, like making them super thick or boxy and stuff. I remember when that was like a thing, to make them like fade out right here, but I don't know, I just never got into that. I always filled in my brows naturally. I didn't even start filling my brows in until maybe I was probably 21, 22. That's when I really started getting into filling my brows. They're done. Now if I'm feeling like really extra, I'll take a concealer. I'll take my concealer and a concealer brush, like a flat brush, and really clean it up, but not today. So this is what my makeup is looking like right now. It's really like clean and natural, simple, easy peasy. It's the way I've been doing my makeup for years. It hardly changes. If anything, the only thing that changes is the products, but I pretty much keep the same routine going, and like I'll change up like techniques here and there, but other than that, I've kept it the same for a while. Next, as far as eyeshadow, I don't really put too much eyeshadow on. I just usually put a bronzer, but if I feel like experimenting, I'll, you know, go in with a nice eyeshadow. But since I'm just gonna be at home, I'm just gonna put bronzer, and this is like an everyday look anyway. And this is what I literally do every day. Like if I were to be going out, running errands, or going to like a quick lunch with my friends, or like going shopping with my boyfriend, this is exactly the makeup that I would do. And next, I'm gonna go in with mascara. Sometimes if I'm feeling like I want to amp up my everyday look, I'll cut some falsies and I'll just put them on the outer corner of my eyes, just to give it a more like winged look, I guess you could say. Is that the word? But I'm just going to go in with some mascara, and I use the Telescopic mascara by Loreal. I have used this mascara since high school. It has been my favorite for a long time. I actually stopped using it for a little while, and I totally forgot why. I think I was just trying to venture out and find different mascara, but I always find my way back to this one. It always makes my eyelashes like pop, and that's just a one coat. I don't know what it is. It might be just the brush, but it always makes my eyelashes appear so long and so nice. So I usually just apply 1 or 2 coats of this, and that's it. I just want to show you guys how nice my mascara turned out. That. And my last and final step to tie this whole makeup look together is going to be my lips. I usually just use a brown lip pencil or eyeliner or whatever I can find on the store. It doesn't matter, it works the same to me. And I just outline my lip. Let me zoom you guys in for this. I'm just gonna outline my lip. And that's it. That's the final look. Just kidding. I kid. And then I just massage my lips together. And if I'm feeling like lip gloss that day, I will just use some lip gloss. And this is just a lip gloss from the 99-cent store. The lip gloss from the 99-cent store is pretty good, you guys. Not gonna lie. Now, as far as my hair, I think I'm gonna skip doing it today just because it still has like nice waves in it from yesterday. I try not to put too much heat on my hair nowadays just because I do have it lighter, and I feel with lighter hair you see more damage. So I try to avoid heat at all costs. But when I am doing my hair and to make it volumize, I do go in with this coconut and cactus water volumizing spray by Shea Moisture. This is it right here. Oh, there we go. It smells really good, and I just spray it on my roots. Like once I get out of the shower, just if I know I'm gonna style my hair that day, I just spray it on my roots, and I either air dry or I blow dry it, and then it's good to go, and that gives me a lot of volume, which I love. Luckily my hair doesn't need too much volume. Like once it's like clean and like out of the shower, my hair has pretty natural volume on its own. But if I feel like I just want like extra volume, I do go in with this. But yeah guys, that completes my everyday makeup look. So I'm thinking about just changing my YouTube header. Is that what it's called? YouTube? Yeah, I think my YouTube channel art. I changed it like a couple of days ago, but I'm kind of not feeling it. So I figured I'd show you guys how I do that exactly. I use this website called Canva, and I use it for all my YouTube stuff and my brand stuff. I use it for my YouTube thumbnail. I even use it for my Instagram stories sometimes. But this is what the website looks like. Focus. So this is Canva, and usually when I want to do my YouTube thumbnail or YouTube header, you just want to type in what you're going for, YouTube channel art. And I usually, there's templates, but I just usually go off of my own, and I'll just click, you know, whatever design I'm going for. And then as you can see right here, you have the options for different photos, elements. See, I used these recently, my subscribe, notification bell. There's like so much on here. They have text, different text forms. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna design a new thumbnail, or not thumbnail, I keep saying thumbnail, channel art, just because I kind of want to, I just want a different vibe. I'm not sure what vibe I want, but the one I have up is just not doing it for me. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on that right now, and then I think after that, my dad put up the Christmas tree, so I get to finally show you guys what our Christmas tree looks like. That completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I post, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!